Okay, I'm going to review today, Iced Coffee Guy's going to review Farmers Union iced coffee. Now this is classic iced coffee, Australian iced coffee. It's the biggest one in South Australia, I believe. I haven't had too many of them. I've had a lot of iced coffees in my time. I haven't had heaps of these, but I'm going to give it a go today. Let's give it a Farmers Union iced coffee. Let's go. All right, let's open it. So old school in a carton. You don't see many iced coffees in a carton now. They're usually in bottles and stuff like that, plastic bottles or glass bottles. So good old school thing, looking nice. Look at the color there. Can you see that? Nice and brown, which is always good for an iced coffee. It says, when tough calls, it's a Farmers Union iced coffee or it's nothing. So let's see. Has tough called? Let's give it a go. I'm going to have the first sip of this Farmers Union iced coffee. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not too sweet. It's not too sweet, which is good. That's Primo Chocodero. That is a really, really good iced coffee. I'm really happy with that. I think it was $3.40 or something. So pretty good value too. Often iced coffees nowadays are $4.50, $5 for an iced coffee. And if you go into a cafe and they make it, it'll be like $8 or $10 or something. Outrageous like that. But this Farmers Union iced coffee, that is excellent. That is velvety smooth. It's not too sweet. I don't want to know how much sugar is in this. It's 600 mils. How many grams of sugar are we going to say is in this thing? All right, this is the problem with iced coffee. It's bloody delicious, but it's full of sugar. Let's check. So Farmers Union iced coffee. In this 600 mils, which is one quantity to serve, we have 61% of our daily allowance for sugar. So that means there is 54.6 grams of sugar, 54.6 grams of sugar, which makes this bloody delicious and also incredibly unhealthy. But it's all right. The heart palpitations and the stomach pains that I have from all my 35 years of iced coffee consumption, it doesn't really matter. When it's this good, you get involved. Farmers Union iced coffee. What would I rate this? Let's have another taste. Oh, that's good. That's real good. So what I really love about iced coffees is they taste really good, and they taste really good. They're Primo Chocodero. There's no doubt about it. Farmers Union iced coffee is an excellent iced coffee. I'm not going to say it's the best iced coffee I've ever had, but on the channel so far, this is the first video of me reviewing iced coffees. And this is definitely the best iced coffee that I've had on my new channel. It's also the worst. So at the moment, it's a tie between first and last for the Farmers Union iced coffee. But it is excellent. I'm not going to lie. I like it a lot. I reckon out of 10, I will give this an 8.2. So thank you. That is an excellent iced coffee, Farmers Union. Thank you very much for making this product. Now, this is the biggest selling iced coffee in South Australia, I believe. And I do remember a few years ago reading about, they did a trial with South Australians doing a blind taste test of iced coffees to see if people loved the Farmers Union iced coffee as much as they said. Now, so I think they had like 5 different iced coffees, put them in blank containers and said, people, which is your favorite of the iced coffees? And if I recall from this study, Farmers Union actually finished last when South Australians didn't know what the iced coffee actually was, what the brand was. So it's interesting. The psychology of the mind, it's intense, it's crazy. It's all about branding, it's all about marketing. But this is a very good iced coffee, I'm not gonna lie, I like it. I like the old schoolness of the carton as well, which makes it stand out. Back in the olden days, every drink was in a carton, every milky drink was in a carton, like you had your Big M's and I don't know what else you had. In the olden days when I was young, there was a Big M. That's all you had as an option. Nowadays, there's dozens and dozens of iced coffees, which is why I have set up this channel. I'm going to review them all. Every time I get an iced coffee, which is most days, I'm going to sit and I'm going to review it. And I'm going to see if I can find the greatest iced coffee in Australia. And hopefully one day I'm going to keep doing this thing. Maybe someday somebody, Farmers Union, excuse me, at Farmers Union, might send me some free iced coffees, and then I will lay down the honest truth about how I love that iced coffee that gets sent to me more than all the other iced coffees, because I have no morals. If someone pays me money, someone gives me a sponsorship, all of a sudden I will drop all pretense of impartiality, and I will go with saying that whatever brand sends me iced coffees is the best iced coffee. And because I'm such a very important influencer in the iced coffee realms, it will mean a lot to people, and that's what it's all about. And what's great as well about what I'm doing, I get to sit outside. I get to talk about something that I love, because I love iced coffees. I've had them all. I've had a lot of them. I'm not going to say I've had them all, actually. That's not true. But I plan to have them all. But I've had lots and lots of iced coffees, had lots of experience of iced coffees. And so I'm very excited to share my journey talking about iced coffees on this here channel. I'm going to sit outside. I'm going to have a little moment to myself. And I'm going to share that moment with you, because this is what the internet is for. This is what YouTube, the algorithm, I'm hoping is going to deliver you something very amazing, which is a review of iced coffees. So I'm sitting outside reviewing Farmers Union iced coffee. It's a very good iced coffee. I gave it 8.2 out of 10. I'm gonna have a few more sips. It's very delicious. I keep going till I get to the end. That's very good. I'm probably over halfway through the Farmers Union iced coffee here. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. There's never a bad time to have an iced coffee, I believe. Actually, as I'm doing the first one, I keep forgetting where I need to look. I'm sort of looking over here is where I need to look. But I keep looking at myself, which I don't want to look at. I'm sure you don't want to look at me either. But I'll look over there, I'll look over there, look over there. Maybe this is the effect of having a Farmers Union iced coffee and the, how many grams of sugar did we say? 54.6 grams of sugar. It's starting to addle my mind already. The amount of sugar that is in the iced coffees is out of control. But it's so delicious, I can't stop it. It's my pure addiction. Some people are addicted to alcohol. Some people are addicted to cigarettes. Some people are addicted to sex. Some people are addicted to all sorts of things, to drugs, coke, cigarettes, alcohol, durries, you name it, they're addicted to it. I'm addicted to bloody sugar, and particularly I'm addicted to iced coffees because honestly, I have a lot of stomach issues. I have a lot of heartburn, all those sort of things. And I reckon it's because of the amount of sugar that I have. And in fact, I can even hear myself now. I'm talking faster than when I started this video because of the 54 grams of sugar. I'm starting to get the jitters. I don't know how much caffeine's in this thing. Does it say how much caffeine is in a Farmers Union iced coffee? Let's have a look. So, wow, there's a lot of coffee in this sugar. 0.4% of this is coffee. It's basically, I don't know if they can actually call it an iced coffee. They should just really call it a sugary drink with some brown colouring in it. Either way, it's delicious. It's Primo Trocadero. This is a very good Primo Trocadero Farmers Union iced coffee. No doubt about it. This is a fantastic drink. There are some awful iced coffees out there. I hope to get to some of them. Well, I don't hope to. I will get to it, and when I have it, I will be down in the dumps about it. But if a terrible drink sends me some, I will throw that all out the window and I will approve of it, because it's all about cash, money. So anyway, Farmers Union iced coffee. Let's keep going. We're going to do this video until we've finished it all. You got to take your time with an iced coffee as well. You don't want to rush it too hard, because I can feel my teeth starting to hurt. I've got a bit of a headache. That's all right. I'm still going to keep going to the end. That was a pretty decent swig, I must say. Yeah, I'm really going to have to brush my teeth after this. I think I may have to have a little bit of a lie down. But that's okay. We're doing something interesting at the moment. This is a little experiment, obviously, reviewing iced coffees, where days are busy, always doing things. And like, if I'm usually having an iced coffee, to be honest, maybe I'm driving somewhere, or I'm walking, or I'm reading something. But here, I'm just having the iced coffee while talking to you. So the whole moment, this 10, 12, 15 minutes, however long it's going to take, it's just me and the iced coffee and my hundreds and hundreds of thousands of followers who are really keen to follow journey into reviewing iced coffees. All the iced coffees in Australia is what I plan to review. Obviously this one, it's 3.5 health star ratings. See, I've only just noticed that now. Can you see that? 3.5 health star ratings. How is this possibly 3.5 health star rated when it has over 50 grams of sugar? Like, it's mind blowing to me that is, I mean, it's delicious, but it's not healthy in any way, shape or form. Just because it's got milk, I don't reckon this should be getting 3.5 stars health rating, because, what is it? What do we say? Oh, excuse me. Over 60% of our daily intake of sugar in one drink, which most people just smash with a sausage roll first thing in the morning. Whew. Starting to struggle, because this is the thing with the Farmers Unit. It's 600 mils. There we go, 600 mils. Most iced coffees now are a lot smaller, and I do recall when I used to drink a lot of iced coffees that were 600 mils back in the day when I was young, and every drink was about that size. I had no problem for like a decade, and then, you know, I started to struggle and have a lot of headaches as I was drinking, and it was too much. 600 mils I think is actually too much for an iced coffee, because it's just so sweet. Anyway, we got to keep going, because this is the game. This is the game. This is the journey that I'm on. It's still a good game. It's still a good journey. It tastes good, gives me a headache, sore teeth, starting to race with my speech, starting to get a little bit off my nut, but that's okay. It's good. A bit like wine tasting, isn't it, really? But a lot more of a furry tongue and teeth feeling. Not enjoying it as much now, I must say. It was probably an 8.2 at the start, but now I'm in the depths of the sugar hell. Really starting to struggle. Yeah, that's it's pretty hardcore actually, the effect it's had on me. It's not much caffeine, as we said, but it's a lot of sugar. This is actually harder than I thought, because as I say, I usually have smaller iced coffees nowadays, because I have struggled in the past with this amount of milk. And I think it's the sugar. I don't think milk's necessarily the problem. My gut says it's sugar, and the pains that I'm getting says it's the sugar, but I've got to push through. This is what you do when you're the world's leading authority on, so it's just gone to low power mode, so I'll just press that and keep it going. Yeah, when you're the world's leading authority on iced coffee, as I am, you've got to push through the pain barrier, because that's what a professional does. So Farmers Union iced coffee, I think I might just try and finish it off now, because I think I need to have a little lie down. So I gave it 8.2 initially, but this is why it's interesting, this channel. I think it's interesting, because it was an 8.2 initially, but now I'm going to have to downgrade it, because it's just too much. I'm starting to feel a little unwell. My heart is starting to pulse. It's a lot of sugar. I really want to brush my teeth. I want to have a bit of a lie down. It reminds me of the Pope. See, I can't even talk properly. The Coke versus Pepsi thing, where back in the day, Pepsi would do blind taste tests and Coke would do the taste tests, and most people preferred the Pepsi drink. And so Coke changed obviously they knew and improved their Coke, brought out a new and improved Coke, and absolutely destroyed their own market share, because it was so terrible, because they appealed to people at the start of their drink. They liked it. People prefer Pepsi at the start, but it's so sugary sweet that by the end of the drink, you don't like it. And that's what's happening to me with this Farmers Union. Like, I really liked it at the start, and now I'm not so sure. So it's interesting. Anyway, 600 mils, 54 grams of sugar, 3.5 health star rating, which is absolutely insane. How does that happen? I don't get it. Shh, don't tell anyone. I'm sure they paid a lot of money to get that health star rating. But anyway, I'm going to finish this off now, because I feel sick. So it's gone from an 8.2 at the start I'm gonna have to say by the end, maybe maybe that 3.5 is there for a reason, because the feeling that I have now is the 3.5. I'm sorry, Farmers Union. Maybe it's my own fault for choosing such a big size. I don't know if you do a smaller size. Maybe next time I'll start to investigate that, because now I'm getting all mucusy at the back of the throat. Maybe that's from the amount of milk. Interesting. Anyway, I need to finish this off because otherwise I'm probably going to pass out. So thank you for your time. We started at 8.2. We're down to 3.5. We've had a good time. We've had a good chat. We've been in the moment. It was primo Trocadero at the start, but by the end, I think it's Blanco Unpanzerero. Yeah. Anyway, farewell to the Farmers Union iced coffee. Close it up. I love the packaging. I love the colouring. I love the carton. I don't like the sugar and milk coma that it's put me into. But until the next review of iced coffee, arrivederci, and yeah, I need to have a lie down, enjoy your days, and stay beautiful. Stay beautiful. Bye.